Howdy, parents and community of Atascocita Middle School. Once again, Carl Kohler, principal at AMS. We are weeks away from the 2018-2019 school year. This is one in a series of videos communicating changes that align with the new AMS vision, Learning is Personal, where our goal is to build a community of learners that meets the individual needs and individual passions of the students that we serve. Well, the content of this particular video explains why AMS is shifting from a campus that partners with parents through a parent-teacher association, or a PTA, to one that partners with parents through a PAC, or Parent Advisory Committee. First, AMS commitment in order for us to reach our mission is I form partnerships with parents. Partnering with parents is critical to the success of each individual child's learning, but also to the entire organization as well. AMS has a rich history of parent support, whether you're talking about the PTA, the Athletics Booster Club, volunteering in general, or monetary support through the annual fund. Well, speaking specifically about the PTA, in my 8 years, the PTA has supported AMS through community events such as the Fall Fest, the Spring Fling or Tiger Palooza Carnival, 8th grade bash. They've also supported us through appreciation things such as appreciation luncheons, treats, birthday suites each month. They've also supported us by doing campus initiatives such as beautifying our teacher workroom by creating workspaces and nice decorations. Also by upgrading our library, by repainting the entire library, by bringing in new furniture such as sofas and chairs, and then movable tables that create and then also movable library bookshelves that create flex spaces so we can have small groups or even larger groups in our library. We have parents that come on a regular basis that help in the copy room, that help us laminate posters at the beginning of the year. Once again, checking books in and out of the library, and basically providing incentive prizes to our students once a week at our Tiger store. There's so many other ways that I could speak about how parents, specifically in the PTA, have supported AMS on our campus. In February or March of 2018, the PTA general membership voted with greater than a 2/3 majority to dissolve the PTA to create a Parent Advisory Committee, or PAC, with a structure and mission that's more aligned with the new AMS vision, Learning is Personal. The reasons for dissolving the PTA include changes in the community, such as we've had more double-income households and more single-parent households over the last decade, so they're not able to give the huge time commitments they can to the executive board. Another one is the membership dues. Each year we have about 180 to 200 members in the PTA, of which about 100 to 110 are AMS staff and faculty, which means less than 100 of our members actually come from the parents of Atascocita Middle School. So we would like to be more inclusive with having parents involved in a parent organization. And lastly, there was a perceived image of the PTA that was communicated to me over the last couple years that led me to make this change. Further, oftentimes with the PTA, greater levels of intervention to varying degrees were required by myself. If you have any questions about any of these reasons, I'd be more than happy to speak with you in person. Feel free to call me or email me. Thank you. In creating what we envisioned for the AMS Parent Advisory Committee, or PAC, a group of staff and parents got together over the course of the spring to start to articulate what the bylaws and the mission would be to form this parent organization that would help us align with the AMS vision, Learning is Personal. So the first thing that the PAC group did was to write a mission statement. The purpose of the AMS Parent Advisory Committee is to serve our students, families, and staff faculty by giving an equal voice when providing opportunities for involvement. We strive to extend learning beyond the walls of the school, where everyone is encouraged to help create a partnership, engaging and empowering all to advocate for our children and provide a platform to share ideas. We seek to recognize, celebrate, and highlight individuals and groups for the hard work that contributes to making our campus a success. So as you can see in those bolded and underlined areas, a huge focus of our mission for the PAC is an equal voice among students, parents, and staff. Also to extend learning beyond the walls of the school, to advocate for our children, to share ideas, and to recognize, celebrate, and highlight parents, students, and staff that are helping making AMS a success. A question that arises is, what is the difference between the PTA and the newly formed AMS Parent Advisory Committee? And here are some of the major differences. First of all, there is a level leadership structure. There is shared decision-making on the PAC. No more is there traditional president, vice president, historian, secretary, and all of those executive board position, officer positions, plus chairs and chairpersons. We simplified it, but basically had these members of the PAC board. Basically a facilitator, one person whose role is to facilitate the discussion and the decision-making of the 9-member board. The facilitator does not have a vote. Of those 9 board members, 3 of them are parents, 3 board members are staff, and 3 board members are 3 pairs of students, 1 pair per grade level, 6th, 7th, and 8th. This allows in the voting and the discussion an equal voice amongst all the stakeholders, parents, students, and staff. Also previously mentioned, there's no membership fees in the Parent Advisory Committee. That we want to be more inclusive so that anybody who signs up that wants to receive the communication or wants to participate and have an opportunity to serve will have that opportunity. Also, we want to expand opportunities to be involved and extend learning beyond the walls of the school. What this means is traditional volunteering by parents or participation by parents was basically coming before or after school for events to volunteer. We want to seek opportunities where parents have an opportunity to be part of the learning process, whether that's through a guest speaker or supporting the teacher in a project or work they are doing. And lastly, a significant portion of our time wants to be around recognition and celebration of our students, parents, and our staff who are making AMS a success. Thank you very much for watching this video on how the Parent Advisory Committee will align with our new vision, Learning is Personal, to create greater opportunities for students to become leaders and to make decisions on shaping what the campus will look like. Please watch some of the other videos that show how the new vision will look for AMS into the future. Thank you very much.